welcome back to another episode of the Buffalo Happy Hour. Mike, what's going on?
Derek, we are in the lovely Lancaster Village. And
Very lovely.
Very lovely. Still under construction. But we are with a new business, so we should start with introductions and then kind of give the people the lay of the land. So you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, guys. So I'm Jesse Skoobs, and the son and owner of Skoobs Village Grille here in Lancaster. We're going on our 5th year being open. It's been a ride. You know, we're new to the whole restaurant scene, just getting the ins and outs of everything that's going on with just the village alone, too. It's a historic village, so we're throw that into the mix of everything that we're doing. We're finally getting a deck put on to the side, so hopefully with the village allowing us to get a little additive to the historic side of things, we'll be able to hit the ground running next year. Summertime, I don't think it's going to make it this year, but yeah, going on 5 years, it's been fun. We are a family-owned company, locally owned. Everybody grew up here in Lancaster. Brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, the whole thing, pretty much here in Lancaster. So we try to thrive on the community. We're about the community. The community is about us. We're do as much charity as we can, boys and girls clubs, whatever we can, and it's been fun. We're going on right now.
That's awesome. So the reason that you chose the village of Lancaster is because you all grew up here?
I mean, that was part of it. We looked locally. We were checking out a few places that are around this area. They didn't all work out. This kind of just location hit luckily so far right in the village of Lancaster, but it was obviously a role that played a factor into it.
Sure. Can you talk, like we were joking at the start of it, just about how much Lancaster has grown already?
Yeah.
What was it like 5 years ago when you came here? There wasn't like this huge expansion going on.
No, not at all. They just connected Main Street through the village. So that used to be connected back, 20, 30, 40 years ago, back well before my time. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of knocked it down, and the village was kind of obsolete. There wasn't much going on. Recently, over the past couple of years, they extended that Main Street back over to the connection over by the water tower, and they're kind of trying to make it just more of like a East Aurora-ish type vibe. Walking around, everybody's coming out, enjoying different settings, different stores, little shops, different restaurants, boutiques, just trying to get everybody out enjoying the area again. And it's becoming more beautiful. I mean, not right now. Construction's everywhere, and it's a mess down here. But in time, we'll get back up and running. And next year, they're adding more of an extension down Main Street on the other side. So more apartments up top, more shops, more little restaurants. Butcher shop just came across the street. So we're looking to expand over here. We're looking to get things rolling a lot better.
Was that like a town decision, or did a developer come in and was like, this is an underdeveloped area? Do you know?
That I'm not 100% sure. I think it was town. I mean, Everybody in Lancaster has just been begging for some type of expansion here. Everybody wants to get out. Everybody wants to enjoy the 2 months of summer we have every year. Right. So that's just gonna spike everybody's interest of getting out more and just be more personable with the village itself. Everybody knows everybody around here. Why shouldn't we be out enjoying everybody's company?
Sure.
I feel like your timing was impeccable with the deck because the town has started to reinvest in Main Street, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm just going to slide this plan in front of you. Like, what are your thoughts?
Well, so that kind of started, obviously we wanted to get there. Buffalo, like I said, only 2 months of decent weather, so you got to take advantage of the outside aspect of that. But COVID kind of hit, and we wanted the open air type vibe for everybody. If you weren't comfortable coming out because there wasn't open air dining, well, now that option's available for you. So just hit the ground running with that, and it took a while because of the historical aspect of the village. We needed to go through a couple more hoops to get some type of approval. But after all that and getting it rolling, hopefully within the next couple months, we should be rolling on that.
So it's an actual historical aspect of it. It's not just, okay.
Oh yeah, there's special grants you can get just the historical committee that we tried going through, but I'm not sure if the big guy played a role in that. But
yep.
There's a lot of extra that you have to go through to be able to do anything around here. You can't, just paint or put a sign up or put a billboard up or paint a billboard on the side of your restaurant. It's all going to be approved because of that historical aspect.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But so you guys have a downstairs and an upstairs.
Yes.
For everybody that's watching on YouTube, which if you're not, you probably should. We are currently upstairs, which is a venue space. It's kind of like a banquet hall type vibe, and then
Yeah.
downstairs is super busy. So because of schedules, which are always insane, we're upstairs because
Yeah.
downstairs is open. So do you want to talk about the two different spaces and how you utilize both?
Yeah, so the upstairs is, like you said, more of a banquet hall. So we do have a little kitchenette. We don't cook up here. Kitchen's right below it, but we do get, everything set up that we need for parties or banquets whatsoever. Do have a bar up here. We have kegs up here. Kegerator comes up and down, whatever we need. So we have the ability to put whatever you need up here. Birthdays, graduations, retirements, weddings we've done. You name it, we've done it up here. We've done private parties, we've done fundraisers for local charities, bigger charities, whatever you want to call it. I've seen this entire room filled with baskets, just rows of basket raffles up and down, and whatever you want we can accommodate pretty much. It's 150 person capacity, sit down with all the tables. We can hold up to over 200 standing room, so there'll be some room, private bathrooms up here. Don't got to worry about going downstairs for everything, so yeah.
That's awesome. And then the area downstairs, can you kind of tell people what they would expect if they came in? Like, what type of a restaurant is this?
So you're going to come in, you're going to get that real low-key family sports vibe, but it's real just family-friendly. You come in, the lights are low, you see the jerseys on the wall, you're going to see someone that you see every day. And come in, you got the bar. We got 12 TVs set up throughout the bar and the restaurant, obviously for the sports aspect of it. We have bourbon selection that you'll see behind the bar. First thing you walk in, over like 70 different bourbons, so that's pretty extensive. But it's a good vibe, good feel. Everybody that comes in here wants to come back because it's just comfortable. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what you're looking for. You don't want to, feel antsy where you're going somewhere, lighting's too bright, gonna hit you in the face. It's real chill, real remote, and yeah, gotta come check it out.
Regarding the whiskey selection, how does yours pair up to? Obviously, you have like legitimate whiskey bars. That's their own league. But when you come into a place like a family ran restaurant, generally you'll see Tullamore Dew, right, Jameson, Jim Beam, and then
Crown Royal.
Yeah. And it's just like, God bless. Yeah. So how do you guys pair up to that?
So we're coming at you with just the personal knowledge of what we've drank in over the years, what we like, what someone's brought over to a family party that, that's delish. Write it down on the list. See if we can get it, and that's really what it came down to. And it just grew and grew and grew. As we started getting some, this would match well with this, or this kind of compares to this. So then, let's try that. And it just grew and got bigger. And you have everything from your Tullamore Dews, like you said. You got your Jefferson's Oceans. You got your Blantons, your Buffalo Traces, anything up to your Pappy Van Winkles. So, we got every step of the way. Your bullets for your more type of, beginner-ish types to your aficionados. So there's something for all. We offer a bourbon flight list. And that is customized. Well, we did customizable, not so much anymore, but we have 10 different bourbon flights that just hit the whole array of, like I said, beginner to expert, who have had everything before. Mm-hmm. I want something, pungent, something that's going to hit you in the face, to something a little more subtle. So everything that you can imagine, we got it there for you.
Do you have scotch?
Scotch. We got a couple scotches, not too much. Just a couple of your Glenlivets, mm-hmm, but nothing too crazy on the scotch level.
And you said how many come in the flight? 5, 4?
So there's a few different ones. There's either 4 or there's 5. We might have a 3-banger on there, but you typically about 4 or 5.
That's sweet.
We have like Old Forest. We have our Bullets. We have a top flight, our Scoobs Master Crafter, which is it's got to be the Pappy Van Winkle, the Greg Stagg.
Yeah, all the higher end stuff. Yeah,
just all the other high stuff.
What size pour?
Half-ounce pour.
Okay.
For all the flights.
So,
Just
are you
taster.
guys just big bourbon and whiskey fans? Like, how normally you don't see a sports bar be incorporated with higher end whiskey. So, what was that conversation like to start that?
Scoob, the big guy, my father, he just had a vision. He wanted to be that next level bourbon guy. And not that he's just been drinking these crazy bourbons his whole life, but he had a vision. We came in here and he wanted to offer more bourbons and flights. And smoked out bourbons or whatever you want to offer. And like I said, over the past 4 years we're going on, we started off with maybe 20 or 30 back there, and it just got bigger, bigger, and bigger. And it's been a more hit. People are coming in asking about the bourbons. We have a whole list of cocktails that go with the bourbon list, so it's been a whole thing.
I didn't know that you guys had that big of a selection. That's exciting. As you can tell,
big.
Yeah. Well, debatable.
You said about like these whiskey bars and all that, like we aren't your high end like cocktail bar. You know, we'll offer you what some of the stuff that they have, but it's not like an actual cocktail bar. We're still your like low end, chill, just like family vibe bar that offers the best of both worlds, pretty much. Your higher end to your low.
Yeah, as of right now, I don't think that you need to be that, though.
No.
Like, that's not what this village is calling for right now.
Exactly.
I feel like if you and I opened a restaurant, that's what we do. She'd be like, shut up, drink it neat. I'm not going to sit here and make a cocktail for 6 minutes. Drink the thing out of the bottle, and then, by the way, have some wings, watch the game, and then go home, drink responsibly.
Here's a whiskey, Coke, have a good day. Right. Come on now.
That's hysterical. That's really cool, though. That adds a totally different dynamic. And honestly, I don't know if anybody, like, whiskey bar is kind of close other than, like, 189 in East Aurora.
Yeah, and I haven't seen a selection like this really anywhere. I mean, like I said, your cocktail bars, you're going to have your whole list of what they celebrate, but here it's just the list goes on and on and on and on and on, and whatever you want.
So sports bar, kind of family friendly. What food options go with that?
I would say, type of like a gastropub type vibe, just that like next level bar food. It's not your just your burgers, your wings. I think it's that crazy step up, more in your hands, a little more messy, a little more juicy, a little more tasty, if you will. Our wings, we got a good 10, 15 flavors of wings on deck. Our burgers are 10 ounces. They're huge. We do fish fries. We do hand-breaded chicken tenders. Everything that we do is pretty much homemade. We don't buy any frozen, garbage that you want, if you will. We try to put the effort into the ingredients because they're obviously shown. You can tell, you can taste them, and why not give something better if you can?
Right.
Personally. It might be a little more expensive when it comes down to it, but if you're going to substitute for price or quality, I'm going to choose quality, honestly.
Yeah, and I feel like that's where our generation is leaning towards. Like, we aren't that generation that's going to go out and grab chicken fingers every night. Like, we want something a little bit more substantial.
Yeah.
Sure, they'll be there, and we'll have them every once in a while, but we want something a little bit more substantial, something more cooler than just the typical bar food. So
And I've noticed the generation nowadays, you'll pay for it. You'll pay for it. Even myself, if it's what you want, you're going to pay for it no matter what. You're not going to look for, where's the best price here, this, that, the other. If it's good, you had it before and you want it again, you're going to go get it.
Sure.
I'm just convinced avocado toast ruined all that. Everybody realized
not a fan of the avocado
toast. From a taste perspective, I'm fine with it. But when it comes
delicious.
to but
Put
when
a
it comes to
everything bagel sprinkling on it.
here we go.
All right, Tim Hortons.
Yeah, seriously. But when you get it down to like the bar and restaurant owner's perspective, they're like, well, great. Now we have people eating avocado toast and almond milk, so we're going to have to revamp our whole menu to fit these new...
No, we didn't go that far. We didn't subside to that type of societal norm.
No, but from the perspective of having healthier food, like quality food, it's just better quality food. Obviously, it's, amazing bar food, but it's...
No preservatives.
Correct, exactly. Yeah, the preservative hormones, all that stuff is kicked out.
Yeah.
All because of avocado toast.
Yeah, for sure. So what is that one thing on the menu that everybody tends to order?
Oh, man, there's a few of them. So I'd have to go with what I'd let you guys try, the pot roast, but one of our big hits.
We got to talk about that. Dive into that. Explain the whole sandwich, because it was ridiculous.
Well, it's fairly easy to make. I can't give all the secrets out, but
that's fine.
But it's just our pot roast, house made in actually we just made it today, fresh for you. But
there you go. Look at that
homemade horsey mayo on top. That's made fresh on a weekly basis. Peppers and onions mixed in there, some cheddar cheese on top. Toss it into the oven to crispen up everything, solidify it, and it comes out delish.
What kind of bread you use, though? That's different. That's different bread.
That's a nice thick cut sourdough for you.
Oh yeah, and that's nice and toasted too.
Oh yeah,
you bite into that, and you get that
put a little
So
butter
good.
on that. Get the crisp. Come on, yeah, you can't beat that. You can't
So
beat
good.
that.
Yeah.
And then your fries, you just changed your fries up a little bit.
Fries got changed up to they're a fresh cut. They're a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger. You know, you bite into it, you get some satisfaction out of it. You know, it's not just some little fry you're grabbing from a regular store. You know, you're gonna taste it and you're gonna come back for it. That's really what it comes down to. We actually kind of fell into that. It was a mistake. We ordered some fries, and they threw in a couple of these ones on accident. And we're like, well, these are way better. So we're going to go with these ones over here.
That's amazing.
What were they before, like shoestring stuff?
Yeah, they were similar. They were similar fries, but they were just smaller.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Just smaller cuts, so no big deal.
And then your wings that we tried were everything.
Yeah, so they're the Jesse's everything. You know, little Jesse over here. So we get creative. My dad is a big wing guy. We've done our own like wing fest at his house every year for the past however long you wanna go at it. And then we opened this place up, and we've tried to transition that to here. And you know, you're always looking. You know, you get the hots, you get the barbecues, you get the garlic parms. You know, you get these, but you want something that's just got that that you know. So I just started playing around one day, put some sauces together. I'm like, well, let's do everything that we have. Little this, little that, and it just came out right. I brought the wings home. They were in my truck, sitting next to me. The smell was too good. I had to try one. I finished the whole box before I got home.
Oh, no kidding.
So I came in the next day. I'm like, these are a hit, and we're gonna have to run with them. And I've gotten a lot of compliments since.
How would you describe them to somebody that wouldn't know?
They got a little spice. So there's a little bit of our Scooby Lovin', which is our suicidal, which is killer, but the flavor is also killer. So you really can't go wrong. But it adds that level of heat to it for sure. And then it's got that kick. It's got that sweet, that tangy, hit that garlic note from that garlic parm, and then we finish it on the grill on the char, and retoss it in the sauce, so you get a little bit of that finger licking good, and yeah,
A little finger licking good. Someone should trademark that.
Yeah.
Cease and desist on the way.
Yeah, right. So what was this building, kind of going back to when you guys started this, what was this building before you moved in?
So before us was Eddie Ryan's. It was old local Irish type bar.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I've only been to it a couple times. It was a hit for a while there. Kind of fell off towards the end, and just, like I said, right place, right time for us to swoop in and pick up something that used to be a staple here in Lancaster. And before that went on for, I want to say, like a good 20-25 years or so. Before that was the Orioles Club, which we have in our bar the old sign from the Orioles Club.
Oh, sweet.
Actually on the wall, and people come in. I just seen someone taking pictures of it the other day. Brought them back to their childhood, I guess. But
That's really cool.
It's sweet. So in the basement, they actually had a boxing ring, and I think up here they had a bowling alley. Back in the day, bowling alley, yeah.
So when you took this over from the previous bar, did you guys have to do a ton of remodeling, or did you leave the setup kind of the way it was?
The overall setup was pretty much the same, but we changed everything. You know, the bar was still there, and then the layout, everything was still there, but we ripped up the floors, we ripped up everything that you could possibly do. There was like an overhang roof, like tiki hut type deal, if you will, over the bar. And then you hit your head on it every time you stood up. So we took that down, and
was it like a vent?
It was it wasn't. It was just
weird.
Yeah,
They tried to build a tiki bar.
they the thing is, they had jerseys on it on the bar, and hey, to each his own.
Yeah, right.
To each his own. It kind of got lost in in translation there, what you're trying to hit. But ripped that down, redid the whole kitchen. Cleaned it, gutted it, everything. Up here was pretty much the same. There wasn't really too much to do up here, but we redid the chairs and tables and all that just to bring it back to life.
Sure.
Modernization, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good time here.
So the name Scoobs, I'm assuming that's the last name?
Skoobs is our last name, yes. So just growing up our whole lives, my dad, all my uncles been Scoob. Scoob. I got Scoob. I've been called everything under the sun that you could put Scoob into. And, just kind of ran with it. And the Scooby-Doo, we got some Scooby-Doos throughout the bar, hidden. If you can find them all, let us know.
Was there ever any other thoughts of what you wanted, or like your dad wanted to name it, or no?
No, he kind of came to me. He's like, we're thinking about the name. We're thinking like Scoobies something, but that was always going to be a part of it, regardless. That's just the trademark to the family right there.
Yeah.
No, it's really well done.
So what else? You said that you're a family-run business. Obviously, your title, but like, what is everybody? Is the other part of the family here? Like, what do they do?
So, it's funny. Families are tricky, right? So, we are kind of doing this. That's just us. My dad, stepmom Laura, and just myself, kind of running it as much as we can. Obviously, we've had a lot of help from family over the years, but as far as the actually family here, like doing it, it's just us. Like I said, families are tough, and it's hard to get along all the time. So we'll just kind of leave it at that.
For sure.
And God bless. Hope everybody is doing well out there. Family, come on in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is cool that you guys were able to do that, though. Like, put your name on it and really go for this whole aspect, because clearly Lancaster needed something like this.
Yeah. And like I said, we grew up in Lancaster, so the name's been around for years and years and years. So it was only just a matter of time until it just started to hit, just started to connect. And we've had people come in like asking about like uncles and all this, if they're affiliated with it. Unfortunately, some were at one point, but not too much anymore. And that's fine. Everybody, goes their own ways. Has to do this. No hard feelings at all. But the name's been around forever. It's a household name here in Lancaster. So I feel like just that alone, growing up and starting this place, word of mouth, just alone built it.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to reach out just outside of Lancaster itself. And now you're seeing people that you don't see every day. The first couple of years, it was the same people you've seen, same people you knew in the area. Now I'll come in sometimes and I don't recognize one face here. That's good. We're expanding.
Yeah, right. That's what I was just going to ask. Is what was the initial perception of you guys when you took over this spot? Was it this family trying to come in and take over an old Irish bar that was established, or was it kind of, this cool family's coming to revitalize this area?
Yeah, no, they were ready for it. Everybody was hyped for it. My dad knows everybody in this entire town pretty much, it seems like. So he came in, everybody was excited. Like I said, Eddie Ryan's, they were good for a while, and they just kind of died out, and it was kind of just dying with the village alone. Like, the village wasn't really hyped up, really wasn't... there was no movement here, it was just a stagnant place. And we kind of came in, and right after that, we're followed suit. They got the Main Street expansion going, and just trying to make it, better.
The only thing Lancaster needs now is the throughway entrance, and then we'll be good to go.
Oh, a throughway entrance would be sweet. Would help me out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Because, again, going back to just like the younger generation, there was a flock to downtown because everybody thought that they wanted to be downtown. And now we're like, let's get to the suburbs because I don't want to be downtown. I hate people. Downtown so, like, let's get into Lancaster, Depew, Aurora, Hamburg, like all these towns that have villages. And Lancaster now putting the effort into making this village actually be something is huge.
Yeah, and we're trying to do more. They do wine walks. We're trying to bring back the St. Paddy's Day parade in the village. They used to walk the parade all throughout the streets here, and like we're trying to lead that rush back in charge. And it's just you got to go through all these hoops and go through the town and get the permits and all this, but you got to do it right. You want to bring these people back. I mean, growing up as a kid, coming to the 4th of July celebration here, it's not too much as what it used to be. All this, construction, and they're putting all this new stuff down here. It's hard to fit it in, but it didn't always used to be in the location right behind the restaurant where we are. It used to be across the street. It used to be down towards Central and Broadway. So, I mean, utilize the whole area. Let's bring it back. Like I said, they do the fire truck parade every November. That brings in people. We have the windows open. People come up here, they sit down, they have their hot cocoa that we offer, and they'll watch the fire trucks come up here because it's so cold, But we want to bring back the family aspect, bringing everybody out, the camaraderie of just being together and doing it again. And, let's lead the charge. Let's let it rolling again.
Do you guys do live music at all or any events like that?
Yeah, so we've just been getting back into the live music a little bit more. We got We got a band playing this Thursday, actually. He actually works here, a couple of his guys, and they rock out. They jam out. They've been doing it for about 3 years now. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried getting the name of the band. But they've been coming in for a few months now. They've been rocking the stage, and we keep on coming them back because everybody loves them. So them guys, and then another couple of our frequenters come in. They've Gwen and Warren. They've been coming in and doing a set every once in a while, and just trying to get it started up again. We used to do live music back a couple years ago, and it just kind of fizzled out, didn't really work. And then, like I said, the virus hit and all this, and just kind of hit. So, trying to get back into it.
Sure.
Do you have to pull permits for any of that, like live music stuff, or is it just like be quiet by 10?
Yeah, no, there's no big deal. Nothing with that. We did music up here for Dingus Day with the Polish band up here, and no issues, no late. We even had the tent set up in the parking lot, and we've had no issues with any permits or anything like that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Just letting the town do its thing,
It's tough. You would think all these hoops with like the historical committee and all that you got to jump through, which is fine. We respect all what we have to do. It's no problem. But yeah, the music thing's no issue, and just one less thing we have to worry about.
Yeah, right. Exactly. There's so much back end.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's nuts. It's nuts. All the approval that you have to get every step of the way, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So are you guys planning on doing anything special for like Bills games? Do you do anything for Sunday Bills games at all?
It's tricky with the Bills games. Everybody's kind of got their own thing going on for the games, and we used to stay open. We used to open up. We used to close. Then we're closed on Sundays as it is. So.
Okay.
So trying to get open, and everybody knows that we're already closed Sundays.
Sure.
So trying to put that out there that we're open just for the Bills game is tough. And then nobody wants to work for a Bills game,
right?
Myself included. So it's hard to get the doors open. It's just not worth it, honestly. At the end, everybody's doing their own thing. Gives us an opportunity to do our own thing too. So I'll come in and I'll do private party for whoever wants to come, my buddies, whoever. But besides that, we just kind of do our own thing and let it ride.
But Thursday night games are all on the TVs?
Thursday night games, we're all there. We do specials. We do drink specials, food specials, wing specials for the games that we do have shown. And Bill's got a lot of them this year, so we'll see at Scoobs.
Yeah. It was funny. I was talking to a buddy about how business... Say we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If the business is technically,
Yeah, right.
I mean,
what's wrong with you,
dude? We're only 30, man. I mean, we got 70 years to make it work. So, within the course of this year or 70 years, something's positive.
That's what everybody's been saying.
Yeah, we're gonna burn the sage, and it's gonna work out.
All right.
And all the businesses are gonna be closed anyways. The day after.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole city's going to burn to the ground.
It's going to be nuts.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost good that you guys are closed for Sundays.
Yeah.
It's just allowing the people to prep.
And for the Super Bowl, like I said, I'll do the private party event as it is. So if the Bills do go to the Super Bowl this year, I'm sure we're going to be throwing a banger here.
I think everybody's going to be throwing a banger. Every business owner's like, let's go.
Yeah, we're going to be getting pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Turned up for sure.
If no one's going to show up, that's fine. I'll be here again.
Right? Yeah, really. Just getting sloshed. So, speaking of Sundays, you're closed. What are your other hours?
So, yeah, Sundays and Mondays we're closed. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're open from noon till 11. The kitchen is open till 10 for fryers, 9 for full menu. Friday, Saturday, we're open till midnight. Fryers are on till 11, full menu till 10 o'clock.
Nice.
Very nice. And then where can people find you on social media?
Social media is just Skoobs Village Grille, Facebook, Instagram. Check us out. We post daily as much as we can. We'll post our specials. We have a special board up that we do new every single day, so you got to keep a lookout for that. Instagram, we just throw our delicious-looking pictures of food up there that I actually take myself, so I pride myself a little bit into it. But, yeah, the Facebook is our main social avenue. Like I said, our specials board today we have on special. It's a new one. They're called Texas Twinkies, and I gotta explain it for you. All right.
Yeah.
So it's a jumbo jalapeno stuffed with brisket, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, smoked Gouda, wrapped in bacon with a cherry bourbon barbecue sauce on top.
Oh, Jesus.
Followed by a Tums.
Followed by a whole glass of Tums and or milk. We have an option selection you can pick.
Are they Okay, so I can't get them today, but next time. When can I get them next?
Today. You can get them right now.
When can I get them next? That's what I'm thinking.
So those are just a special.
Oh, just a special.
That's a stay tuned as a daily. As a daily
I'll
thing.
be following close.
Yeah, this is your only chance.
So good.
Coming back, you can still get
Gouda cheese.
We got to break all this down.
That's true. Good point. Gouda cheese stuff. That sounds so good.
I haven't had them yet myself.
Well, looks like we're ordering some.
Looks like I'll go put the order in real quick.
We'll see.
Well, thank you, man. Thanks for sitting down with us. We really appreciate it. I mean, I love that you are here.
Yeah.
In this village.
I love that I'm here too.
It's awesome. This is such a cool village. It's coming up like crazy, and it's just going to be great.
You know, it's good, and hopefully one day I'm going to be, the head guy, Big Scoob. He's gonna, send it down. So hopefully one of these days. Not just yet. I'm not ready for all that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Let him deal with the main stuff yet. But
yeah, right.
But yeah, so I'm here and I'm all in. So I'm gonna be doing whatever I can to put this place forward and put this place on the map for years to come. And I'm just looking forward to being able to serve the community, man, because this community is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in Lancaster it's just a good time, and they'll all come out and it's all walks of life. You'll have your generation of my age, even I'm 30 years old, so you'll get the guys that are just starting to pop out to the bar scene,
mm-hmm.
and then you got guys my dad's age, and they all mesh. I was here the other night and I was behind the bar, and it was like a scene from Cheers almost. Like they had the whole group of guys my age come in, then a whole group of a little bit older generation come in, and everybody's playing music and everybody's loving everybody's music. They're all dancing together, singing together, everybody in the bar, and it was just a hell of a time. And that's exactly my vision for what I want to see for years to come. So I'm going to be here pushing it and doing whatever I can to keep the ball rolling here, guys.
Do you sit back and just look at what you guys created and just like, this is unreal?
All the time. I'll sit there with my dad and he's like, we're doing it. We're doing it. And it's been a lot of hard work. We have fun, don't get us wrong, but it's been a lot of hard work and trial and error. Like I said, we're new to the scene,
mm-hmm.
so just coming in and seeing all the ins and outs and how things work, we're trying. But so we do take a step back every once in a while and be like, from where we came, first year to now, where we are now, and just how we've grown and how everybody in Western New York I'll be in Grand Island at a restaurant
mm-hmm.
talking about, oh, yeah, my family owns a spot over here, blah, blah. Like, oh, what is it? And Scoobs. And like, oh, yeah, I heard of it. And it's just like, it's nuts. All around the world, not world, but hopefully,
yeah, right.
all around the area, we're getting known. So as long as we can grow and grow and grow, it's what we're looking for.
Well, you guys are doing something right.
Appreciate
so
you guys. Thank you.
Continue crushing
Nice
it.
job.
Everyone go check them out on Facebook, and please go check out whenever they have these jalapeno thingamajigs, because it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to get my hands on one of those. They're huge. I've never seen a jalapeno so big.
Jesus.
Like this guy. It's nuts.
That's awesome. All right. Thanks, man, for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thanks everybody.
guys.
We'll see you next time.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you.